Hi there everyone, welcome. This is Jed Schlackman. In this video I'll be speaking about the topic of anxiety and some methods or exercises that you can use to help relieve anxiety, at least to temporarily calm yourself down and center yourself, to kind of ground and settle your energy. Anxiety is often something that arises from deep within us, from a gut level. People speak about having butterflies in their stomach, and the belly area is often associated with fear, with anxiety. This is something that makes a lot of sense because energetically the solar plexus area has a lot to do with our personal power. So in a situation where we feel threatened or powerless, or where something beyond our control could affect us, we start to get that gut level reaction. Taking this a little bit deeper, if we think about human development, we all begin in our mother's womb, so that infant, that baby, is born after having spent several months inside the mother's womb, where the umbilical cord was created. And the umbilical cord is connecting us to the mother, to our navel, so we're getting our sustenance there through the umbilical cord. That baby is being nourished in that manner. And of course, survival depends on that nourishment. Then we're born, we come out into the world, that umbilical cord is severed, so our navel is no longer connected to that nourishment, that source of food from the mother. Now the shift of attention for food comes up to our mouth, so the baby has to suckle on the mother or on a bottle to get fed. And when the child is anxious, often giving the child food of some type will help it settle down. In fact, being hungry is often what makes the child, the infant, anxious. That's when the child will cry because it needs to be fed. And so having something put in the mouth, whether it offers real nourishment or if it's just a pacifier, it does help calm that child and soothe the anxiety. As we continue to grow and develop as human beings, we often use that oral stimulation to soothe ourselves. So we're often eating or consuming food. We may start to use some type of drug that's ingested through the mouth. Many people may smoke cigarettes. Vaping is now the latest thing for people that are trying to get some type of drug that settles or calms them. So if we want to really address these issues of anxiety, it's useful to understand these correlations or subconscious associations that we've developed. The first level being at the solar plexus, and then the secondary form of soothing being present with the mouth, with having something placed there. So what I'd like to do is guide you through an exercise focusing on the solar plexus to kind of settle the core level of this energy disturbance related to anxiety. So when you're feeling anxious, what you can do is you can bring your attention to the stomach area, to your navel. Try to take a deeper than usual breath to bring the breath all the way down through your stomach to carry that wave of energy into that area so that your stomach can kind of open and receive more energy. You can also place your hands over that area, either physically touching the stomach or placing them in the energy field in the aura around the stomach without physically touching, and envisioning or imagining that you have light radiating through your hands. So you would take your hands and just start to feel that energy coming through them with each breath, bringing them over the stomach, and feeling those waves of energy coming through your hands to help boost the energy center at the navel area. And you can start to picture that there is a ball of brilliant golden light that's building up there, filling your solar plexus and expanding. And you could now imagine that there is a cord of energy coming from your navel and going up into the heavens, into the spiritual realm, all the way up to an infinite source, a source of pure light, pure creative power and potential, a source that's timeless and eternal. And so as you envision that now, feel yourself fully connected to that source, knowing that you are not separate from it. You and the creative essence are one and the same thing. You're an extension or expression of that unlimited creative power. And so as that energy radiates through you, there's nothing to fear. You feel yourself at one, harmonized with that divine power. And so just hold your awareness there in the solar plexus, feeling that energy as it pulses through you. Just allow it to expand and fill your whole body, going up through the top of your head, going down through the tips of your toes, all the way down to the earth below, fully anchoring you, grounding you, soothing and settling you. You'll notice how each breath now comes more relaxed, more freely. It fills your body, just soothing and nurturing you, reminding you that you are never actually separate from your source. Energetically, you're always connected to the divine. There's always that stream of light radiating through you. And so you no longer have to worry about being separate from your source, from that spiritual source. As a child, we often feel anxiety when we're separated from our parent, from what we perceived as our biological source. And of course, in life, that connection between the child and parent is very important, but inevitably, in one sense or another, it's going to be severed. However, our spiritual connection to our spiritual parent, you could say, to the masculine and feminine aspect of God or of the divine, that's never actually severed. We're never really separated from that source, even though we might think or imagine that we are. And so in this exercise, as you breathe through your stomach and through your whole body, as that golden ball of light radiates through you, let yourself be at one with that source, knowing that you are safe, knowing that you are always supported, now, as you carry this feeling of peace and harmony within you, know that you can access this at any time. Wherever you are, you can start to bring your awareness to the solar plexus, feeling that connection to the divine, letting it refresh and re-energize you, letting the source of all life nourish you. I hope that this exercise is something that you'll find useful. For those that are looking for further guidance on addressing any issues in your lives, whether it's health issues, whether it's personal growth or spiritual development, you're welcome to visit my website to find more resources. The URL is phinsights.com. That's phinsights.com. For now, I'd like to wish each of you a wonderful day. Namaste.